Hi there, my loves. This is Jana here. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we're going to make, guess what? What do you guys ask me so much? Cheese, of course. We're going to make fermented cream cheese. And we're not going to use soy. No, sir. We're not going to use tofu. We're not going to use cashews. We're going to use Mr. Chickpeas or Mr. Garbanzo beans. And it's going to be phenomenal to die for. So brace yourselves and let me show you how I made it. Now, have you remembered that I made a chickpea milk a while ago? Click over there if you want to know how I made it. It's the same principle for step one. We're going to take 1 cup of uncooked chickpeas, okay? We're going to soak it overnight. And once it's properly soaked, we're going to discard the water. However, we're going to keep a little bit of this soaking water because this is pure probiotics, okay? And we're going to use it to ferment the cheese. And trust me, it'll work and you'll love it because you don't need to buy any probiotics. You already have your own. And now we're going to add the drained chickpeas to a blender along with water. And we're going to blend it very well. Then, with the help of a cheesecloth, we're going to strain the milk. And now we're going to add this milk to a pot and we're going to stir it for about 20 minutes. It tends to scorch, to stick to the bottom, so you can't stop stirring, okay? And this is it. Once it's completely cooked, it will thicken up. You'll see that it will get this sort of a yogurt texture. That's exactly what we want. Alright, so now we're going to allow it to cool completely until it becomes room temperature. That's very important. And we're going to add it to a blender. Alright, so now we're going to add salt, very important. We add salt. Why? Because salt is going to kill the bad bacteria and it's going to help the good bacteria to develop, okay? And also onion powder. And of course, nutritional yeast, because nooch, right?
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal.
Alright, so now we're going to add this cheese that it's going to ferment. It's going to ferment now for 24 hours. We're going to add to one of those cheese molds. I mean, it depends which one you have. If you don't have one of those, you can make tiny holes in a plastic container. So it will firm up and release water, okay? So don't worry about that, that's natural. Now, my lovelies, listen to me. Since we are making a fermented food, it is very important, it is crucial that you keep all the ingredients very, very clean and sterilized. Because we want to develop the good bacteria and not the bad. And if your utensils and everything else, it's dirty, or if it has some spot of some bacteria, it will develop, because that's what we're doing, we're fermenting, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? Keep everything very clean and sterilized so we don't take any risks. Now, you will keep it in the fridge and it will keep fermenting slower in the fridge. It will keep fermenting a little bit slower, but it will happen. And it's good for consumption in up to 7 days, okay? That I guarantee. But if you see and if you spot, just like any other homemade food, because we don't use preservatives, if you spot some dark spot, if you see some dark spots, either green or black or whatever, then I suggest you not to consume it anymore because you don't want to take any risks. It's homemade food again. That's not supposed to happen. It shouldn't happen, but it can. And like I said, cheap everyday ingredients. What's not to like? And if you do make it, please tag me on Facebook and Instagram because you guys are superstars when it comes to that. You nail my recipes and I love the modifications and the spin you add to the recipes. Brilliant. And the printable recipe and the method, of course, because it's going to be on the printable recipe, and the exact measurements is going to be on my website, www.chefjanapinheiro.com. Head over there. Brand new website, by the way. Still getting there, but way nicer. And I will see you next time. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel. This helps this chef a lot. And I see you next time. Have a fabulous week. Bye bye.